I'm sure many of you have heard of global warming, but do you know what is global warming? It's climate change, which means temperature is increasing, which also leads to ice capsules melting, fall becoming more of an extension of summer, our planet, which is in danger. And why is that? Because of us. Sure, cars help us take us to our destination. Bananas imported from Mexico are good for a good light snack, and heaters, which help us keep us warm in the winter. Sure, all these things help us and they sound really good, but are they really? These are factors that contribute to climate change. For the past years, humanity has refused to believe the issue of global warming, and because of that, it's causing our Earth to fall to pieces. Today, I will talk about what causes climate change, then I will discuss the outcomes of climate change, and I will tell you guys how you can help reduce climate change. First, let me discuss the causes of climate change. There are many things that we do or use that contribute to climate change. The main source of climate change is greenhouse gases. There are many factors that go into greenhouse gases, like I said, that we use or do on a daily basis. Yes, these things do help us, but it does harm our planet and us in the long run. So, greenhouse gas is what traps the sun's heat, which increases the temperatures of the planet. This is what's known as global warming. Using transportation such as cars that run on gas, specifically fossil fuel, it releases CO2 and it becomes a greenhouse gas, which is a huge contributor to climate change. Not only that, but also importing foods. How, you may ask? Well, when we import foods, not only is it costly money-wise, but it's also costly environmental-wise. Why? Because just like cars, it burns fossil fuel, which once again releases CO2 and causes the Earth's temperature to increase. Another big factor is electricity. Electricity, in order for it to run, it burns oil, which again, just like fossil fuel, it burns and causes CO2. According to NASA, in an article, What Causes Climate Change, electricity is one of the main causes to climate change. It helps power our lights, refrigerators, keeps our food cold, but like I said, does it really help us in the long run? Now that I talked about what causes climate change, now let me explain to you the outcomes of climate change. These outcomes affect all of us in one way or another. The first one is, like I said, temperatures increasing, which causes unbearable summers. Summers are becoming more hotter, and what happens when it gets hotter? Wildfires. Droughts are starting to become a serious problem. We are having to conserve water as much as we can, such as not watering our grass, let alone we could even get fined for doing that. Conserving water is becoming such a big issue, especially during the summertime. Not only is the increasing weather affecting our long, hot summers, but it's also affecting areas that are cold, such as Greenland. Greenland's ice capsules are melting, according to World Wildlife, which mentions that because these ice capsules are melting, it's causing sea levels to rise rapidly, which causes floods in the coastal regions. Now that I've explained the outcomes of global warming, I will tell you ways to stop global warming. I know what you all are thinking. How can one person help stop global warming? But one little difference can make a huge impact. So here are some ways to help save our planet. On a social level, the easiest yet most important way is to speak up. Yes, many have heard of global warming, but do they really know of global warming? By spreading information, it can help people be more aware. As on an individual level, yes, this alternative is costly, but it is the most effective way to stop global warming, and that is using solar panels, renewable energy. Yes, it is costly to install, but on the long run, it decreases your electricity bill, and it's helpful, healthy, renewable energy. And lastly, on a government level, the government, instead of having us import foods, vegetables, and goods from other countries, they should get their food from their local farms. It reduces less fossil fuel, and it has us reduce transportation, which decreases greenhouse gas emissions instead of importing these goods. With a better understanding of global warming, we can end this serious problem. In conclusion, my goal was to help inform you all about this serious matter. First, I talked about the causes of global warming, then I talked about the impacts of global warming, and lastly, I talked about ways to reduce global warming. This is a serious measure that calls for some serious action. Let us be the change and help better our home that we call Earth. We must put an end to this destruction. Thank you.